Hey everybody, this is Salat Naga here, executor of the Varangon Tagma Alliance, and this is my military advisor, Master Minky. He tells me how to kill things. Say hello, Master Minky. So today I'm gonna do a quick video cast, and I'll give some PvP tips specifically to noobs, because we have a lot of kills that are very similar that could be prevented that happen to our players, and I think this will benefit anyone who fights in wars with us on our side, and also to any noobs that are out there in the EVE community at large. I think this will definitely help. And as you guys know, our corporation is one of the few in EVE that encourages people to get into PvP as soon as possible, basically from the day that they join EVE Online. And so we encourage it multiple ways, through training, through providing corporate level insurance. We often have wars, and we encourage our younger players to come and participate as much as possible. But when we're not there commanding the fleets, a lot of them end up dying to our targets or to pirates. Maybe you're one of those miners who likes to mine by themselves and you get can flipped, and it's been a couple times that you've lost your ship. Well, this video cast is addressed to the newer guys who have been in EVE, 2 weeks to 2 months, somewhere along there. I'm going to teach you how to deal with small targets. Usually when you get griefed in this early stages of the game, it's usually because of an interceptor, a destroyer, or an assault frigate, something that the enemy flies that's small, that he is very confident he can win a fight with you, and which he can. But there's things that you can do to get the upper hand and get some really juicy kills, because those small ships like Dramiels that you get killed in, or even destroyers, are very, very expensive. And you can make some serious money actually killing pirates who think that you're going to be an easy kill. If you know that they're coming and you prepare for them, you can kill quite a few. And it's not that hard. It's just basically capitalizing on the fact that they're not expecting you to fight back well. They're expecting you to fight back like most other noobs that usually die. So the first thing that you need to get straightened out is to not get caught off guard. And this is actually hard, because most new players just play the game as if there's no pirates out there, and they just get camped and killed, caught off guard. So if we're at war, just know that someone is out there hunting for you. If you expect it, if you're not surprised, then you will have much higher chances not only of surviving but killing the target. That's the first one. So be on your guard. If you're surprised, you will die. And that's true not just of new players, of older players. It's just that difference is that the people who have been playing for some time are very rarely surprised, because they expect baiting, and they expect all kinds of juicy, crazy tactics, like with alts, and they expect to be scam probed. So that's why we get you into PvP mentality early on, so that you expect that there's going to be a fight. And if there's a fight coming your way, you can guarantee pretty much that the odds are not stacked in your favor. Otherwise, the enemy would not be aggressively coming after you. So that's the first thing. Be prepared. Expect to have a fight. Second is prepare ahead of time. If you got yourself into a fight with a pirate and you haven't thought through ahead of time what you're going to do, if he does this or that, and you don't have the ship prepared in advance, you're already dead. There's just no way you're going to win. And that's how pilots get good at PvP, because they prepare ships in advance that already have the correct configuration and that are already tested. And they also sometimes have multiple kinds of ships prepared for depending on different kind of situation. And the same is true for you. It doesn't mean you have to invest a huge amount of money into a stock of ships, but keeping some ships that you even discard that used to be good for you, but then you just outgrew them, just keep them. You can reconfigure them for PvP and kill those small targets. This video cast is just specifically about taking out enemy frigates and destroyers. So what are some things that could really help you? What are the ways that you can defend? If the pirate is coming after you and you were not killed, maybe you were even killed. A lot of times they expect you to be stupid, so maybe they caught you and killed you. If you go back and get your ship that you prepared ahead of time, you can kill them back if you're maintain your cool, if you keep your head clear, because if they think that you're angry, they might actually are much higher chance that they'll take risks trying to engage you. So what are some of those things? First of all, if you're on a cruiser hull, you do have a hard chance to kill a pirate, because they will definitely outdo you in DPS, in tanking and stuff like that. They'll control the fight, and the way they usually control it is they use the fast ship. You'll never be able to keep up. So your first thing that you need to get them to do is to come in close, and that's a hard skill to learn, because they will try to stay in a safe zone from you. And the way that you can get them to come in close is if you're engaging on station, because they'll need to get a little bit closer to put their full DPS on you, and that's your opportunity to tackle them. But also, if they don't do that, then you can engage on a gate, but you need to have a micro warp drive on your ship so that you can reapproach the gate. They will be forced to come in close because they have to bump you off the gate to prevent you from jumping out, as long as you don't fire. Just make sure that once you're engaging them, that they're within your web range, 10 kilometers or less. Even if you don't have webs, for example, if you're using neutralizers. But you need to be very close to them, because as soon as they realize that you're going to kick their butt, they're going to run for it. And it actually benefits you to fool them into thinking that you're going to be an easy target to take down. And one of the ways to do that is, of course, by pretending like you're running missions or something, jumping through gate and reapproaching with them firing at you. If there's just one target, they'll come in closer. Okay, so how do you actually kill them? And that's kind of an easy part. It just takes a little bit different mentality. First of all, the mistake that new players make is that they use large weapons to try to attack more experienced pilots than they are. Don't use small weapons. Your best friends are small guns. On ships like Thorax or Rupture, a rack of small guns is incredibly powerful. Even though they don't get bonus and stuff, but it leaves you a bunch of grid for putting a crazy tank on it, or crazy speed. I have some friends who habitually use Thorax with small blasters and Nano, like just make it super fast. It doesn't have either a tank to kill interceptors and Dremels. It will always kill it because it just has so much hit points just without even adding any armor plates. In a fight against a frigate, it will prevail. Some other ships that are very interesting that you can do that to is a ship like Osprey. Normally people expect it to be a really easy kill, but Osprey, when it's fit correctly, is actually incredibly powerful against a frigate. If you fit some armor on it, a couple of webs, small drones, small guns, and some energy neutralizers, it will destroy just about any frigate in the game, as long again as they come in, if they come in close. So small neutralizers are also incredibly powerful against small ships. If you have 4 of small neutralizers, you can pretty much guarantee that you will completely cap out just about any small ship, which will, one of two things. If again, they need to be within 5-kilometer range. They will either not be able to tackle you and you can disengage if it doesn't look like you're winning, or most likely you will be able to just beat them with drones. So in this case, ships like Vexor or Arbitrator are exceptionally good again at taking out frigates if you put a rack of small neutralizers on it. Yeah, and using bait tank, you can do some pretty creative stuff. But most of the time, putting a 16mm plate on a cruiser will make it very, very difficult to take down by a single frigate or even 2 frigates. So if you use neutralizers and webs and drones on a cruiser hull, you'll be able to kill just about any destroyer in a frigate. And if you fail, that's fine. That's why we have corporation insurance. You just file insurance claim, we'll reimburse you, because the fact that you tried to take down an opponent much more experienced than you, and you failed, we encourage that. That's awesome. That's what we want you to do. So just to rehash: small guns, small or medium drones, neutralizers, and bait tank. Put lots of armor on that thing. And in the cruiser hull, you can take down an interceptor or a destroyer. So try it, man. I'm really encourage you. When you have a frigate messing with you, try it. Just remember, don't engage it unless it comes in within 5 kilometers or so. Just guarantee that you can keep that tackle, that you can keep it preferably double webbed. And that's all I got for you for today. Post your fittings on our forums to get some feedback. Experiment. You will only learn by trying. So this video is simply to encourage you to try to take on those guys who come after you in Dremels. Well, that's all I got for you today, guys. Fly safe and practice.